Afternoon again we have a class. No, I have another class. You have communication class, right? So we'll give you small information here. So what we discuss again, so statements, what is network, networking, what is internetwork, what is inter-networking, and different type of networks like a LAN, CAN, MAN, WAN. And another thing is what is intranet, what is internet. Just only few points here. It is intranet and internet. And also we discussed about different topologies. Normally topologies we discuss separately, but we told topologies here. So bus topology, ring topology, mesh topology, important topologies, and another one is hybrid topology. Bus topology, ring topology, mesh topology, and hybrid topology. Sorry, bus topology, ring topology, mesh topology, star topology, hybrid topology, hybrid topology. So totally 5 topologies. Okay, plus there is a few other points of topologies are there, point to point and point to multi-point topologies. Some may one or two things will be there, but I don't mind about. So point to point topology, point to multi-point topology additionally. Next, in the ring topology, there is a ring and double ring topology. Means in a ring, a device is connected to another device like that. It is a one either clock or anti-clockwise. It is connected. Double ring means it's a ring topology works based on algorithm. So it is one algorithm works like a clockwise communication. So second one is we configured as a anti-clockwise kind of thing. So it is like a number of devices increases. So if there is any breakage or a system is down or maybe which is very nearest, based on that it will detect and communicate. So we don't go that. So bus topology, ring topology. In a ring means there is a single ring and there is a double ring topologies there. Mesh topology, star and hybrid. Hybrid means combination of any two topologies called a hybrid topologies. In a star there is a extended star means star topology is easy to configure, easy to troubleshoot, easy to scalable. Means there is a star topology, take a wire and connect it to the central hub or a switch to another central hub or a switch and connect those some devices there. Like you can extend our star topology like this. To the side we can see extension of star topology. That is a extended star topology. Extended star topology. Next, full mesh topology. There is a another topology called a full mesh topology. This is also a hybrid topology. Mesh and star topology. So if mesh topology, each and every device is connected to all other devices. In a star topology, every device is connected to centralized device. So here it is. If you take a star topology, all devices are connected to central device and as well as each device is connected to all other devices. It is a full mesh topology. It is useful for a high redundance type of networks. Okay. Next, bus and ring topologies are not using nowadays. Okay, bus and ring topologies we are not at all using. We are all using a star topology only. We are all using a star topology, standard star topology. I have an organization, maybe in my home, I'm using a star topology only. So in a Pune office, we can easily see that once if you are in a Pune office, okay, or if you go to internet center or any organization, you can easily see the star topology and extended star topologies. Means we have a just a router is there. We brought a router. Okay, it's an internet related router, and there is a cable which is connected to a switch. Okay, and the switch is connected to multiple PCs as well as switch is connected to another switch. Switch is connected to another switch, and that switch is connected to another switch. So what happened? So we are distributing this internet to a switch, to another switch, and to another switch. So what happened? So obviously the extended star topology, we can able to distribute internet to multiple devices. So each switch we can able to connect 24 connections, means almost like a 23 computers we can able to connect. Think like each switch we can connect a totally 24 ports. So I'm going to take a very less, like a 20 devices I'm connecting, 20 computers we are connecting. So E for each, so 3 switches, 60 computers we can connect easily with the internet connection. So then automatically, so more than 60 devices we can communicate. Like we can extend that much size. Regularly 24 devices we can connect. Because of this extension, we can connect more than 24 devices. Like as I said, like a 3 switches I use. If I connect 20 each, that is also become 60. Okay, if you don't get it, no problem. So this is what we are discussed. What is a network and what is the type of networks? Physical topologies we discuss. Okay, so then what I'm going, the requirements to configure a network. So first important is NIC. First important is NIC. What is this NIC? Network interface card. What is NIC? Network interface card. It is also called as a LAN card. It is also called as a LAN card and also called as a Ethernet card. LAN card, Ethernet card, and a NIC. Guys, you have a computer. Inside your computer, there is a NIC. Either it is built in on your motherboard, or maybe you are adding that one. What is use of this NIC or a LAN card or Ethernet card? To make a connection to your network. There is a hub or a switch or a PC or a router. I want to connect. You have a mobile phone, right? You have your Wi-Fi router. You have your Wi-Fi router. You want to make a connection between your mobile phone to your router. How to connect it? You need a built-in. We have a built-in chip is called like a Wi-Fi related chip is there inside. So when you open your Wi-Fi connection, it will search for your Wi-Fi network. So you will get the name and give the password, and we will get a connected. Right? Without this, we can't able to communicate. We can't able to connect first. If you connect, you can communicate. If you don't connect, you can't communicate. So this is called a okay. So point is, a device is required to connect network. We need a interface, network interface card. So that is called a LAN card or a Ethernet card kind of stuff. Next, to connect a network, to form a network or to create a network, the next is required a media like a cables or regular copper cables, or maybe optical fiber cables, or maybe Wi-Fi. Now radio waves, we are using radio waves. Wi-Fi connections are there, right? Wi-Fi, we don't require a cable there, so it is radio waves. There is a technology people talking but not there it is, the people talking from last 15-20 years still not implemented. That is called a Li-Fi. We have Wi-Fi is there, no? Li-Fi is also there. Li-Fi is like a light wave through light, like in organizations, not individual person, in organization. So you don't have to connect to anything, not even a Wi-Fi. It is very high speed data transmission through light. You have to keep your laptop or mobile phone under that light, so data transmission will very faster. That is another technology which is not implemented in a publicly. Okay, in an organization level also, maybe people are still researching. Problem with these technologies means news. It's an upcoming technology, whether it will come or not, it become more popularized. That kind of stuff. So whether it is happened or not happened, so that is a very important. Okay, next one is in the network. Another important is devices. To connect the devices and create a network and make them communicate, so we require a devices, intermediate devices like a hub, switches, routers, modems, firewalls, checkpoint servers. Like these are devices we also require. Repeaters, kind of stuff. Okay. So next one is different protocols we use it to communicate. What are the protocols? Like you open a website. You open a website here, right? So this is a website. You see, it is a HTTPS protocol. HTTPS protocol. You open a you are doing a mail communication. So this is my mail communication. So this is my Outlook mail communication. SMTP protocol, POP3 or IMAP protocol. Okay, I want to download a file from the remote machine or upload a data to remote machine. So I use FTP protocol. So it is what type of communication. So based on that, what protocol we are using. You want a web server, website, HTTP protocol. You want a download or upload a file, FTP protocol. You want to send and receive emails, SMTP, POP3, IMAP protocols. You want to get authenticated, central authentication required, LDAP and Kerberos protocol. That this is the date and time is fixed, right? So date and time is running. How I got this date and time? From the time.windows.com. Okay, through internet only. So what is from where? Which internet? Through internet means what? Which server? Time.windows.com. That is a NTP server, network time protocol. Network time protocol. I want to monitor my infrastructure. SNMP protocol. SNMP protocol. Simple network management protocol. I want to ping. Like I want to check whether I am able to communicate from my PC to my different PC or google.com or maybe yahoo.com or facebook.com or maybe another PC, another mobile phone. I want to check whether I am able to communicate or not. So I use a ping command for that one. Ping use ICMP protocol. ICMP protocol. Okay, so what is this protocol, guys? To make a communication between two devices, to understand the type of communication by protocols only. It is a mail communication or a web browsing or a file upload or download or maybe a time synchronization related or maybe a monitoring related. Okay, it is a monitoring related or remote connections like a SSH, Telnet, remote desktop type of connections. Okay, so what type of communication you want to make it, so it will be understood by the protocols only. That's it. Next, logical addresses. What is a logical address? Is a IP address. Guys, already okay, not your batch, right? So other batch I told. So always I will tell this same thing point only. Always remember, guys, we cannot communicate with a MAC address or a name. We always communicate with the IP address. Very example, simple example is we are all using mobile phones, telephones, whatever it is. When you are calling to someone, we use their telephone number only. We are not using their name. Name is used to understand or a link to phone number, right? For example, I have to call to my sister. My sister name or my sister something, and there is a phone number. I am not calling directly to the call. Not goes with that name. Call going to with a number only. Name is just for a displaying purpose, for our understanding. I don't know. I don't remember all the phone numbers, right? There's a lot of phone numbers are there. For example, my sister, my mother, my father. Okay, so each people having either one or two numbers minimum is there, including me. I can remember my first phone number, main phone number. Second phone number I didn't remember. Still I have a confusion in that one. Okay, my phone number also I am not able to remember. My second number, third number I didn't remember. First number only main number which is I given to everyone. So that is I can remember, which I am using mainly. Okay. So what I will have to do? I put my Vodafone, my BSNL, my Idea, my Airtel, my what is my Geo. My Geo I didn't take in, but so that's the point. Okay. So logical addressing, IP address. So what is this IP address? Again, to identify a device, we use this logical address. I want to communicate google.com. How to identify where is a google.com? Based on a google.com IP address only. Okay. So for example, I want to ask a question to someone. For example, I don't know how many members are still available. For example, Chandu is there. Okay. I want to ask a question like something. What is network? So how to ask a specific person I want to ask, like a Chandu, what is network? So that is addressing a particular thing, right? So that is like a unicast. So that is addressing particular person. Chandu, what is networking? What is network? Or what is IP address? What is things like when I say name, it means to particular person. I am addressing a particular person. Similarly, these logical addresses are changeable and it is called IP addresses. We are used in the communication. All communications by IP address only. Okay, so why it is called address? Because we are addressing to a device with IP address. Okay, we are addressing them. So again, guys, the requirements in the network are a components in the network. Importantly, every device or any device want to communicate in the network or connected to the network required NIC, network interface card, also called as a LAN card, and also we can say it is Ethernet card. And to connectivity, so in generally we are used still we are using the cables, coaxial cables, twisted pair cables, like a unshielded twisted pair cable, shielded twisted pair cables we are using to connect it. Nowadays we are also using fiber optical cables for internet connectivity from outside to inside, and of course some organization for internal communication with the servers and their storages, they use fiber optical connections, and our main internet coming from the fiber optical cables only. Main internet coming from the fiber optical cables only. You can see that cable kind of stuff. I will show you. These are the fiber optical cables. Okay, and there is a global connectivity. Okay, so this is the global connectivity, which is we are connecting from India to other countries also. You can see the lines. Okay, so we can see the live status of the lines also, possibility is there. Next, different devices. Of course, nowadays also not only cables, we are also using Wi-Fi related also. Okay, so Wi-Fi signals we are using, wireless communication also possible to communicate in the network, connecting and communicating in the network through wireless devices. So of course there is a lot of devices are there used to communicate in the network. So simply with a starting hub, switches, routers, modem. Okay, not written here, only 3 are written here, but modem is there. Devices, the list. Modems are there. Wireless access point, Wi-Fi routers, VPNs. Okay, proxy servers, firewalls. These are other devices also available. Okay, so okay guys, next one is different protocols we are using, like HTTP, FTP, SSH, Telnet, SMTP, POP3, IMAP, ICMP, NTP, NNTP, TFTP, Kerberos, LDAP. Yeah, these are different type of protocols. Snmp. Okay, Snmp is also another protocol. We are use it to communicate in the network for understanding what type of communication it is. Is it a web related communicating, or upload and download of files, or just it's a ping test related ping command, or maybe it can be um, mail communication, or it can be a authentication related uh, kind of or just infrastructure monitoring related, or a network time synchronization related. Okay, configuration, remote configuration, or a remote connection related. So based on that we use these protocols. Next is a logical addressing. Is also we are using a IP address, version 4, IP address version 6, 4 and 6, IPv4, IPv6, IPv4, two type of IP addresses we are using in the network. So that's another point. IP addresses. Okay, so these are the very important, and I want to cover only some small point here. It is, what is NIC? Guys, understand what I am telling here? Basic requirements
Yes,
of, because depends upon chance to explain deeply, or at least to make sure you know the basic things. Okay, so that is very important. Very good. Guys, here it is. About an NIC. First of all, about an NIC, network interface card. It is look like this one for a PC configuration, and also onboard motherboard is also there. So NIC. If you are searching for a NIC in images, you can see this is a different type of NICs. It is we can directly insert into our a motherboard, so then we can connect with the cable to this one. The socket you are looking at, so that socket type is called a RJ45. The socket we are using here, it is RJ45 socket and plug. This is a standard connection we are using in a NIC, regular NIC. Okay, so the meaning of RJ is registered jack, not radio jack. Okay, registered jack. Okay, next, nowadays, yeah, this is the somewhere I missed. This is the antenna point, that is yeah, here it is also there. For example, you want to connect to the Wi-Fi, then it is not required a wires, right? We need a antennas. So through wireless, you want to make a connection with the wireless, then we need this kind of antennas. Okay, we can look at that one kind of stuff also. And another hand, we have a motherboards. Okay, so on motherboard, can go to motherboard pictures. Any motherboard picture you can go. Now, earlier days we don't have onboard NIC cards are not there. Now it is there. So you can check it motherboard back panel. So then we can easily understand. You can see the back panel. So there you can see this is onboard NIC cards. Okay, onboard NIC cards. This is direct motherboards. So better motherboard back panel like this. See it is. You can see your RJ45 socket connection. LAN connector or a RJ45 connector. Like this. The LEDs are there. So LEDs indication is different. So one LED indicates the activity. Another one is a link status. Means the speed of network connectivity speed, and as well as if the network is connected or disconnected. Okay, so this is the easy way picture of your motherboard. Okay, so onboard is there, and then on the another hand, so USB Wi-Fi adapters also coming, right? So these are the USB based Wi-Fi adapters. So small USB pins also came up. USB based LAN connectors also came into market like this. Okay, so like you have to connect to the PC, and backside you have to connect to the wire, because it's sometimes some organization don't give you Wi-Fi passwords. You must connect it to the LAN, but if your system don't have any LAN point is not there, or you want a external LAN, so you have to go through this kind of stuff also. Okay, so or a built-in adapters are damaged, then we can go through this kind of equipment also. So this is about a basic point in a NIC. Okay, so next, each and every NIC has a MAC address on it. Each and every NIC has a MAC address on it. MAC address is also called as a physical address. I'm putting again here. It is there, but I'm writing here. Okay. Each NIC having a MAC address. MAC address is also called as a physical address. MAC means media access control. Media access control. It is a 48-bit. Usually I'd like to type and show you, or draw and show you, because of the PPT and all I already prepared. I'm just telling from there. Okay, I like to type. Okay, so 48-bit in number, and it is represented in 12 hexa. MAC address written in a 12 hexadecimal. Example, it is look like this one. Okay, like this one. To check the MAC address, you want to check the MAC address in your system, in Windows system. Okay, in a command prompt, there is a command called get MAC. Get MAC. For example, I am going to my command prompt. So I'm typing get MAC. See, this is our different MAC addresses because I have a different connection. One is Wi-Fi connection, wired connection is there, and some virtual adapters also there. So that's why it is showing so many things like this. This is a MAC address. Look like this one. MAC addresses. Okay, this is one of the command is get MAC. Second command is ipconfig /all. There is a space is there, ipconfig /all. But this ipconfig not only telling your MAC address, also telling about IP address and other things. So we look at here. This is my wireless LAN adapter. This is my wireless LAN adapter. This is my Wi-Fi adapter name, adapter manufacturer name. manufacturer model name. My physical address. Physical address means MAC address. And I am getting an IP address from DHCP server. So that's it is DHCP enabled. Yes. This is my IP address, my subnet mask, my default gateway, my DHCP server address, my DNS server address. Okay. So these are information I am getting from there to here. Yeah, I will give you that information again, but look at here, guys. So you can find IP config. So in this one, in IP config, also you will get it, my IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DHCP address, DNS address, and MAC address, which is name is physical address. Okay, and adapter name. If in case, if you don't put a all, for example, I use this command all. If I don't use all, I put only IP config. So what you will get it, your Wi-Fi adapter, no MAC address, only IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. No DHCP server address, no DNS server address also. So be careful. So when you want to see your IP address and MAC address, DHCP server address, and DNS address, you use IP config all. Want to see your physical address? So in a brackets, I am writing your MAC address. Want to see your IP address and subnet mask, default gateway. That is also very important. What is default gateway? What is default gateway? DHCP server address, DNS server address. Okay. DHCP enabled, whether it is yes or no kind of stuff. Okay. Enabled yes means you got an IP address automatically. No means it's a manual address. This means automatic. No meaning is manual configuration. If you don't get it, no problem, guys. But check it. If you put a IP config all, what you are getting. If you put only command IP config, the command is IP config only. You put a only command IP config, what you will get it? You will get IP address. So you want to check your IP address, then you will see IP config is enough. So you want to check IP address and subnet mask only, then no problem, IP config. You want to check IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway only, then IP config is okay. But you want to check the MAC address and IP address. You want to check the DHCP server address, DNS address, also IP config all. So this is a very important comments, guys. I told 3 comments here. Get MAC to check the MAC address of your PC, your NIC, and another hand, so best command is ipconfig space /all. Try in your system and check your IP address and MAC address also. Okay. So this is how to check the IP address, MAC address in a command prompt. But how to check the IP address and MAC address through normal GUI mode. So this is a run command. So I open run. If you don't know how to open the run, very simple. Go to search, type ncpa.cpl. Okay, ncpa.cpl. If you open this ncpa.cpl, so it will directly opens network connections. In graphically, you can use like this. So I want to run, so I don't change the path like a ncpa.cpl. Okay. So it opens network connection part. Okay, so here it is. This is my adapter, Wi-Fi adapter, open, which is connected to network details. So it is my physical address, DHCP enabled, IP address, subnet mask, default gateway DNS address, and DHCP address. And it is a Qualcomm Ethos, name of my NIC. Okay, guys. So this is a network connection. This is my adapter. I've opened details. Inside, double click to open. So click on details. You'll find your physical address and IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DHCP server address, and DNS address also. So this is right-click status. You can use right-click status. Then click on details. You'll find all other things like yeah, as I mentioned here, all this information you will get it. The physical address, is important is observations. Important is observations. If you see once what you observe there, don't not required to by heart like it's a compulsory this point should be there. It's not like that. What you see there, what you are understand from that, so compulsory remember those things. The stepwise, how do you open? The stepwise is also very important. So this is how to check the MAC address and how to check the IP address. How to check the MAC address and how to check the IP address. The last point under NIC, so is last point under NIC is these NICs earlier days we call this one as a Ethernet. Okay, these NICs also called as Ethernet, fast Ethernet, and Gigabit Ethernet. So look at here. First of all, starting these LAN cards also called as Ethernet cards, but that time it is Ethernet, which is the speed is 10 Mbps only. Ethernet speed is 10 Mbps only, and later fast Ethernet came into market. Fast Ethernet, the internet speed, the network connection speed, not internet speed. It is just LAN speed, LAN only. It's not WAN. It is LAN speed is 100 Mbps. Okay, so Gigabit Ethernet, the communication speed is 1000 Mbps. You know, guys, I tell Ethernet. You are using a Ethernet. The IEEE standard is Ethernet. Okay, so the standard is 802.3. Okay, so IEEE standard is 802.3. Instead of that one, you are using a Wi-Fi. You are using a wireless Ethernet. Wireless Ethernet 802.11. And also you'll see there N, B, G, like this. So these are things are there. So each one 802.11N, 802.11B, 802.11A. Each one is different frequencies are there. So mainly, so our internet, so two frequencies available. Sorry, Wi-Fi 2 frequencies are available currently. So dual band connections and different models also there. Okay, so different models, different speeds, N 300, N 150. So different models also available. So compulsory go through Wi-Fi specifications or Wi-Fi types. Okay, no need to go more. Certainly go to Amazon or Flipkart, search for Wi-Fi routers. Different type of Wi-Fi routers are there. So which different type of connections, different type of LED blinking kind of stuff you can see. But in the standard wise, Ethernet standard is 802 and Wi-Fi wireless Ethernets. Wi-Fi means wireless Ethernets is a standard is 802.11. 802 is a entire network standard. Okay, so again, these are the main requirements to form an internet. So to create a network, so one is NIC, network interface card, also called as a Ethernet card. So different Ethernet cards are there: Ethernet, fast Ethernet, Gigabit Ethernet, Ethernet 10 Mbps, fast Ethernet 100 Mbps, Gigabit Ethernet 1000 Mbps or 1 GB. BPS is always a small in letters because bits per second, bit, small b, byte, capital B, capital MB, megabyte, capital M, small b, megabit. Okay, so very small, sometimes very important. This is called a bit. 0 or 1 is called a bit. Byte. Byte means it is a 8 bits. Byte. Okay. Kilobyte. Kilobyte. KB means 1024 bytes. 1024 bytes. Megabyte. Megabyte 1024 kilobytes. Gigabyte. So people know these things, but sometimes we may forget. Okay, 1024 MB. It will keep going. 1 terabyte. 1 terabyte 1024 gigabyte. Okay, 1 terabyte. So 1 bit means it can be a 0 or 1. 1 byte is a 8 bits combination of 8 zeros and ones. 8 zeros and ones. 1 kilobyte, 1 megabyte, 1 gigabyte, 1 terabyte. Okay, so it's a list multiplication just added. Next, guys, every NIC having a MAC address. It is a 48 bit in a binary and a 12 hexadecimal, represented in 12 hexadecimal, which is like this. Okay, yeah, you can take it from my output also. No. Okay, I will give you this. It can be written in different places, different ways. Okay. MAC address and IP addresses. Get MAC and IP config also. Next, MAC address is also called as a physical address. Also, where it is also called as a physical address. It is unique address like a thumb or a fingerprint. It's a unique address. Okay, MAC address assigned or given a manufacturer of NIC only Remember guys, we cannot change MAC address. Cannot change MAC address. MAC spoofing means duplicating MAC address using some softwares. When you are sending or receiving, you can spoof the MAC address. Means you tell different MAC address. Okay. So for example, an unknown packet is came. You said I am that address. Okay. So your neighbor got some packet or a courier is received. Okay. But you said like you are there and you say like yeah, that my name is that one only. My name is Venkatesh. Give me to me. So like this. So that is MAC spoofing. Okay. So MAC spoofing for a security for both attacks and as well as protects. Okay, MAC spoofing is possible. People ask, can I? That's why I'm telling now. Okay, sir, can we able to change the MAC? We can't change the MAC, so we can spoof for both attacking and as well as a defending purpose. Like I want to defend my server, so I put a while I'm communicating, so I use different MAC address, spoofed MAC address. I don't share my MAC address within the LAN. So MAC works only in LAN. Remember, we cannot communicate with the MAC address. We can't communicate with the MAC address. And always remember, all communications with IP address only. So don't get it out. Okay, all communications by IP address only. So we cannot change the MAC address. It is a physical address. Remember, it is a physical address. MAC address is given by manufacturer of NIC. We can spoof the MAC address, but we can't change the MAC address. Okay, all communication with the MAC address only. Okay. So we use it for security reasons only. Why we don't communicate with the MAC address, then why it is a MAC address? It is for another some kind of security reasons we are using MAC address. It's a level 2 protocol. Okay, it is belongs to OS layer level 2 or a layer 2. It's a layer 2 protocol. Okay, some more point I want to see. So try to know what is a MAC binding. Okay. We use this MAC binding in a wireless communication, mainly wireless communication. So we can do MAC binding. MAC binding possible. Means allow these MAC address, don't allow these MAC addresses kind of stuff. We can see MAC means media access control. How to check the MAC address? How to check the IP address? Get MAC. You can check the MAC addresses, or you can use ipconfig space /all. So in that one, we can get a MAC address, IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DNS server address, DHCP server address. Also, you can check it and directly go to network adapters in a Windows operating system. I think, yeah, I completed a MAC address, NIC related cables. I didn't touch it. So that's enough for today. So tomorrow we'll see about cables and devices. Okay, so tomorrow we'll see the different cables, devices, and topologies we covered, right? So devices and cables and OSA layer, guys. What you will do, so if you have any chance to go through OSA layers, go through OSA layer either from my videos or any other videos, not at all a problem. Just what are the OSA layers and range of IP addresses. Okay, so compulsory we'll discuss tomorrow. That's it for today. Have a lunch and join in the communication session. Any doubts, guys? Anything? Okay.